Hello, y'all. Welcome to Bamm Raw TV. I'm Bamm, aka the 411 Giant. In this episode, we're going to talk about some leaders of the Nuestra Familia, and one of them in particular is Skip.
I already sat down and told him I was ready.
But this is the thing, right? Whenever you drop the love or what have you, get it to his ears so he can reflect.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to Bamm Raw TV. I'm Bamm, aka the 411 Giant. In this episode, we're going to talk about some leaders of the Nuestra Familia, and one of them in particular is Skip. I was with several of them, but the main one on this topic will be about Skip, Sheldon Villanueva, and Skip. I actually, if you look it up, look at this. There's a lot of material on Skip, Corny, Mad Dog, Pinky. It's a lot, and I was around all those. I got the opportunity to meet all those. But look up the story concerning them and the things they was about. These guys been killing since they were born. And now, as far as Skip, I'm telling you the scoop on the inside. I'm the one right next to everything in the jailhouse in the prison. So I was introduced to Skip when I came to USP Pollock. I came to USP Pollock from lockdown Marion when they had to shut it down. So when I got to USP Pollock, my homeboy Scoob, he introduced me to Skip and told Skip who I was and said, hey man, dude here, man, this who you need anything happen with Louisiana or whatever, holler at him and blah blah. And he telling me Skip is the man to holler at anything with the Nathaniels and going on. So I said, okay, I liked it, but then I liked the way Skip moved. And I started noticing that me and Skip were doing a lot of the same things. Cause Skip would get up in the morning, we come out on short line. Me and him come out on short lines, and I go by all my homeboys said, go by their unit. And I would knock on the window. I had certain homeboys that's job to be up and to let me know what went on in that unit that night. And I noticed that he had the same thing in play. Cause Skip would go from unit to unit. He get up early in the morning, just like me. He go from unit to unit. He be outdoors at the morning. He gonna catch a short line. He gonna go from unit to unit to find out what took place in that unit during the nighttime. and that's a way of staying ahead of what situation may be coming. And so I was doing the same thing, and I had big respect for him. And Skip is very, very, very deceptive as far as he looked. All the tattoos on him and going on and going on. He looks scary, but he's soft spoken, and he's slim, very slim, and he's soft spoken, very slim, and but he about his business. You can tell where he move. He moved to get to from point A to point B. He don't wait. Ain't no wasted time in between. If Skip going, that's what he do. And I was notified. Hey, if you need any, anything concerning the North Indians or whatever, go to Skip. So all right. So I come out. I greet him every morning. He greet me every morning. We go on our rounds, checking out the units and everything. And I hear people talk about a couple of incidents he was involved in. Uh, One I was down there with in particular, and the other I kind of I got some homeboys to be with. His lawyer was seeking out witnesses and stuff to verify how dangerous USP Pollock was, and how people was put in situations where they pretty much had to deal with the situation, kill somebody or get killed. And so I told my homeboys, yeah, y'all go testify for him because it's the truth, and it was situations like that happened. So as Skip was down there, I remember when Skip stabbed up Charlie O. So the word was already around for my homeboys, me to tell my homeboy to stay out of the way, other people to tell their homeboys to stay out of the way, because everything is done with diplomacy in there. And so now my homeboys know that if any whatever go down, but the people don't understand about that particular situation. See, Skip and them throw the birthday party for they throw the party. I don't know if it was a birthday party. They throw the birthday party for Charlie O. Me and Charlie O had did a little business together before, but they throw a party for Charlie O. And when they throw the party for Charlie O, he came out there and they throwing the party. It's going on. I don't know if he was getting ready to go to another spot or whatever. But when in the process of throwing the party, that's when Skip came through, and Skip started putting a knife on him. Boom. Skip started stabbing him with the knife. He hollering and screaming, trying to get on. Skip started stabbing with the knife. Skip is a man who don't like no help. He's very scared. He a man don't like help. And I was told that my homeboy who's over there told me that when Skip was stabbing the dude, a couple of other people come and tried to, help a little bit, but soon they got back because Skip was a man who liked to handle his own business and everything. I used to call him Mr. Scary because of all the tattoos. So Skip, he punishing Charlie O. He steady hitting him. His knife had broke. Actually, it bent. It had bent. His knife had bent, so he couldn't get it to go in like he wanted to. Now Skip was slamming that Jimmy down. Bam, bam, slammed it down. So it got to the point where he was slamming it down and it still wasn't penetrating. Now he had got some good licks from the get go. And some people thought dude would have died, but he got some good licks from the get go. But then by the time I guess his knife had got dull, or the material that it was used was bent. So Skip actually, when the folks come in there, Skip had taken the knife, and they said he was holding it to his chest, just trying to knock it down, make it by any means necessary, trying to make the knife penetrate. And they said he was just steady pushing it down. Now Skip, after this situation happened and everything, Skip actually went to the hole for this. Skip went to the hole for it, but now they talk about bloody Beaumont, but Pollock wasn't too far away from it. So you could stab somebody up and get right back out. You can get caught with 4 or 5 knives and be right back on the yard because, you know what I'm saying, that was normal down there. It was normal. That wasn't out of the ordinary. So anyway, when Skip come back on the car, he went in the hole for like I think about 2-3 months. Now about a couple of months. And Skip come out. When Skip come out, he moving the same way, moving everything. It wasn't nothing like he wasn't walking around like he had to did something big, because what he did is what I guess it's come natural for him. So now at that time I end up leaving Pollock with the incident that I had on the yard. So I left USP Pollock. Now years later, 2011, I goes to ADX Max. So when I go to ADX Max, they put me on the range. So I hear a dude when I walk through there say, "Hey, what's going on, Bam Bam?" In the Spanish voice, you know. So I said, "All right." I couldn't see in the cell, and I don't. That's one thing about when you're walking down the tier in ADX, and that should be in any hole. When you walking down the tier, you don't look over in people's cell because you don't know what they're doing. You know, for real, you don't look in there on no man. That's automatically, but you don't want to look in there on no clown because he could have himself out. He could be throwing shit. He could be doing anything. So you keep your eyes straight ahead. So I walked out and I heard the Spanish guy holler at me, "Hey, that Bam Bam, what's up, Bam Bam?" And then so I said, "Okay, all right, I see who that is." So the next day we go out on the yard, and when they bring me out on the yard, Skip is already telling the people about me and what he seen me do on the yard, and he's telling the other guys, "Hey man, that little dude there, the truth, man. I was in Pollock, that little dude, man. I seen that little dude go to war, man." He said that dude there, I seen that dude go to war. He didn't stand back now time, man. That dude there, and so that's when he introduced me to Edgar Rudolph, the Olympic bomber, and then some of the other people on the tier and everything. And he was like, "Hey man," so he sent me a care package. When he sent me a care package down there, he like, "Man, blah blah blah," So and I said, "Okay, I appreciate that, man, because I remember him from there." And so he giving the people all the accolades on what I did down there and how he seen me out on the yard. He said, "Man, that little dude, man, every time he got stabbed, he looked like he stabbed somebody harder." So as that went on, me and Skip started coming out. We was wrecking right beside, and we got to talking more and going on. Skip laid back. He don't go in and out the hole. But I had told him that when that other incident he had, that some of my homeboys, when we was in Smooth, they was telling me they had got the letters from his lawyer. All the homeboys had been in Pollock, USB Pollock. They had got letters from the lawyer. And they were saying, "Hey man, should we go back and witness for him?" I said, "Yeah, you should. You should witness to the conditions of Pollock going on if it would help that man in his case." And so, well, anyway, I let him know about that, and he appreciated that and everything. And the incident in which I'm talking about is later on, after Skip then got out the hole from trying to dig the knife through Charlie O. Skip ended up killing his celly down in Pollock. And he ended up, he told the celly not to come in there, and the celly like, "Man, I got to come in here, I'm a man." And according to what me and him discussed and what he told me, the dude K told the dude, "Don't come in, get on, you don't get, you got to go, get up." Dude like, I'm a man, I got to come in there. So the dude come up in the cell, and he actually showed me the pictures of how many times the dude had been stabbed, and showing the puncture wounds and stuff on the dead body. And that was typical Skip though. That was typical of Skip. Skip don't put no extras on it, but he gonna go all in when he go out. The man is I mean, I keep telling y'all how these real dangerous people are not loud, they're not boisterous, they're not like that. They straight, they do what has to be done, and they don't lose no sleep over it because they know that it has to be done. And when you put them in that situation, you expect for it to be done. So me and Skip, we going back and forth. But Skip was laid back. He didn't get into nothing. He didn't argue with the police. He didn't get in no situation. Everything, he just laid back. And so I end up, because I had that lawsuit going on, I kept getting into it with the police. So I was moving from range to range, or they'll lock me in a hole. So when they moved me on another range, and that's when I met Corny. Corny was his co-defendant, was his brother, Nuestra, Familia, your brother. And I met Corny. And Corny at that time, you see some pictures of him now, but Corny had hair that had him grew long. Yeah, he almost looked like a Native American. His ponytail was long going on. So me and Corny, we got hooked up, and I told him I was over there with Skip, and I was down there with Skip. Anything you need me to tell him. So then I was go back and forth and holler at him like, "Hey man, Corny said this, or blase blase, or Corny sent you this, or this or that." If he slide me something under the door to give to him, I say, "Hey, Corny sent you this, Corny sent you that." And so Corny was a lot more quieter. I don't say he was the Northaniels. I'm gonna say this here, and I don't mean no disrespect to nobody else. The Serranios would mean Southsiders, and the Northaniels meaning Northsiders going on. The Northaniels dudes seem to be a little more they got some man. They got an integrity thing. They nice. They solid on policy, but they gonna go hard. Now Serenians go hard too and going on, but they're a little more louder. They're a little more. I guess see when you got a lot of numbers, you know, when you got a lot of numbers, it makes you a little bit more louder. And the Northanians they lay back, but when they move strong. So I met Corny. So me and Corny, we go back and forth every time I come over there. I talk to him and everything. So we get cool. But me and Corny, matter of fact, like I said, I deliver some messages back and forth, and I send some things back and forth. Then I'm in the hole. I'm in the hole for getting into it with the officer over going into my property and taking the pictures of the police who was shot in my case and some of the other pictures of the people. They told me they were too gruesome. So I'm like, that bull crap, because I was down there with Bosco. Bosco got all his pictures of everybody that was killed on the King Blood thing in New York. So I said, so y'all just picking at me and going on. So I wouldn't. I said, y'all gonna either reproduce and get me them, give me copies of it, or y'all gonna pay me for it. They end up eventually paying me for it. But anyway, I end up in a hole at that time. When I was in the hole, two guys come over, Pinky and Mad Dog. They just came there. So when they come to ADX, they put you in a hole before they decide what range they gonna put you in. So I'm in a hole because of my offense in going with the folks. So Mad Dog come in there and Pinky, they in there going on. So I hear him say something. I hear him tell somebody something about Skip. So now I know Skip been killing since he was a child. Him and Corny both. But I heard him say Skip, and then I think I heard him say Corny. So I said, okay. Now I don't know if they foes of Corny and Skip or not. So I look at them, I keep on. Boom, we come out the wreck. We come out the wreck and going on. They talking going on like that. I say, where y'all come from? Blah blah blah. We talking going on like that. He's my co-defendant Skip and Corny here. Going on. What rain they on? And I said, oh, them your co-defendant? He said, yeah. I said, okay, I know them. He said, yeah. So he starts telling me different stuff and going on. Then he told me to tell Skip the reason their money had got messed up was because the people because their money, the same person was sending money to all of them. And in ADX, can't know, if you send me money, you can't send it to no other inmate there. And so they had froze their money. Cause so Mad Dog money was froze at that time and going on. He was actually trying to trade me a fiend book, a porn book, for some Zuzus and Wham Whams and supplies. And I told him, I said, nah, man. I said, Skip one the first person did something for me when I got here. I said, man, so it's my honor to be able to look out for y'all. I said, Skip looked out for me good, man, when I got here. I said, me and Corny is cool. And so that when I told him that him and Pinky accepted when I sit down to him. I said, if y'all don't make it over there with Skip, I get over there and everything. He will tell Skip the reason they messing with our money is because they saying the people, all us here now, all us that came here because I think it's like 4 of them was there then. And they saying because we are all here now, and the same person who's sending us our money is going on, it's the same person. But my kid folks is kin to him, my folks is family with him and going on. So it's not no gang thing or nothing like that. It's just we got the same people in our family. So he said, let Skip know that was the reason with our money. And so when I got back on the range around Skip, I had made him aware. And he told me that, yeah, you see Mad Dog? I said, yeah, I described Mad Dog and everything. I described Pinky and everything like that. He said, how they look, man? How they heal, boo? So we went on talk back and forth and everything. But Skip, I ended up leaving Skip on the range when I finally got shipped over to the step down unit. And he's the dude he's a solid dude. He got the tattoos, and like I said, when I told him, I said, man, they finna ship me to the step down unit and everything like that, man. I may be finna get ready to go. So he slid me. I said, they done did this to me 100 times, so I ain't really banking on it. That's why I ain't started passing out nothing, because they done lied to me too many times saying I'm getting ready to go. When I had stuff in the courts, and they come back and denied it. So he said that's when he sent the picture. Now you hear people talk a lot about Skip, and you hear people look up the documentations of him and they say what they need to say going on. But when you look at that picture, you see the writing on the back of it. You know what I'm saying? These people give me this him willingly. These are my dudes. And you'll see what Skip said on the back of that picture. You'll look at that picture and see it's a personal picture in the jail. It's not no photocopy. It's a picture that Skip gave me and put in my hand. I didn't get the opportunity to get in there from Mad Dog or whatever, but I was more closer with Skip and everything. And I respect his style, and I respect the rest of Familia style and everything, man. And so big ups to Skip, big ups to Corn and them, big ups to Mad Dog, big up to Pinky. Those are the ones that I know and everything, man. And I got much respect for them. And they do what they have to do, but they're not. They don't. Oh yeah, and Mad Dog had told me, he said, Skip is, I don't know exactly what he said. He said, Skip is something now. I said, huh? He said, yeah, Skip is a general now. I said, yeah. I said, okay, well, that's good. I thought he always was. He always moved like he said, yeah, he's a general now. He up there. So now I don't know how they stuff moving going on, but I had always thought he was the top of the line. You know what I'm saying? The way he moved, the way he acted, the way he looked after his people, the way he always circumferenced the yard, making sure everybody was safe and everything. And I respected that because I was like-minded in the same thing with my homeboy. But yeah, he said, yeah, Skip up there, he made it be a general. And I said, well, okay, man, I'm glad for him, That's all I can say. But him and Corny, like I said, they've been killing stuff since they were 12 years. Corny, if you look at, man, look at some of the record on Corny, man, you'll never believe that by looking at it, man, because the Northanians, they're a whole different breed, man. They most respectful, kind, but they put in their work. And me and Corny, we used to talk through the bars when I go over there and everything. He would tell me always, what's Skip, man? First thing they say, you need anything? What you need, man? Hey, you take this over here for me, or hey, what you got it? You need anything? I'm like, nah, man, I got this here, man. I ain't. Oh no, you gonna be all right? Yeah, man. Oh, you ain't got to pay me to take nothing. So I told you, Skip been looking out for me when I first got here, man. He looked out for me until I got my money. And so now this is Nuestra Familia, and it's about Corny, Skip majorly, Corny, Skip, Mad Dog, Pinky. They all, I left them all at ADX. I don't know how many other brothers that came there and going on, but I definitely liked it and respected the ones that came there when I was there. And so I said, again, big ups to them and everything like that. Look them up and you'll see, and look at my picture, you'll see, and look at the back of the picture, because I don't ask these people for these pictures. When I told them I was leaving, this is what these people sent to me. All these pictures I got and the respect that they have, they sent them to me. And if you read the back of them, all of them usually say there's something on the back of them about how they feel about me or how the way they see that I move. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't perfect, but I was the 411 giant every time I moved. So y'all hit that like button. I want y'all to hit that like button for me. I want y'all to hit that subscribe button. And I want to hit that bell icon so you can see when my next video come out. I said, look here, I'm finna start putting some stuff together for Halloween and everything. So get ready, because we finna enjoy this month. We're gonna do some gruesome, scary incidents. So I love y'all. Thank you again for joining me, and talk to your people. Get your friends, get your people to come help push this podcast. Get your friends to come subscribe. Get your friend to come watch some of the videos going on. They're gonna find it pretty entertaining and everything. Thank you again. Love you.
Phillips is doing a little bit of turn in Folsom. He's not in Corcoran. He's not in Pelican Bay. He's in Folsom. And he's stepping out soon. And the bottom line is there's 3 coming from here. By this year, they will be there. Okay? And for him to remember what he said. Don't forget. Okay? Remember what you said. Okay? Grandpa's gonna send. You're going to line up with them. And these are not these are big homies coming from there. Okay? All 3 of my co-descendants are getting out this year. And for him to remember what he said. And don't change up.
Yoxi.